Another shocking week over in Ligue 1 as PSG lose again. But what about the chasing pack? Did they get a win? Did they lose? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks, back once again with another Perch show today. We're taking a look at Matchday number 30 out in League. And we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new to the channel, where the heck have you been, boys? Smash your subscribe to get you bang up to date with all things Blackburn related, League related, well, football related. We're going to here. Under Warowski, that's right. PSG with the big boys losing to Nantes, that's right, who were in the relegation zone, I think, prior to kick-off just this past weekend. But of course, that winner gets them moving, and of course, stops the title push for PS Blue Cheese. We'll take a look at all of that in just a second. Of course, a big shout out to the VIP Abanda brothers. That's right, you know what I'm talking about. Of course, the Patreons. That's right. Goodness gracious me, where would we be without them? We'd be absolutely struggling. But I do appreciate the support. Thank you very much for your continued efforts behind the scenes. It does wonders for me, it does wonders for the brand, and of course, does wonders for the future of the channel right here, right now. But anyway, we're going to jump right in the deep end. Of course, and take a look at how we all got on. Here we go. Last time around, and this is it. Of course, games took place thick and fast over this past weekend. Kicking all off on Friday night, it was at Reims against Lyon. It ended up all square, 1-1 in the end. Actually, I'm the tournament for Lyon. Of course, the goals coming from Matteo Carfaro for Reims. Of course, Tintunda Candawera on the score for Lyon as they got themselves a share of the spoils. Late on in the match, 92nd minute, equalisers give them a point, which was better than nothing. Meanwhile, Angers, they lost at home to Saint-Étienne, 1-0 in the end. Waria Kabazi get the goal for Saint-Étienne, give them the 3 points. Actually, with the 2-1 with Angers. Meanwhile, Marseille continue the reboot. Of course, 3-1 winners over Stade, Brest, Cheiki, Milic on Scotia Talvin, and Cousins as well. With Lilian Brassier getting the goal for Stade, Brest. But again, too little, too late on that one. Actually looked like it was nailed on for a draw at one point. But of course, Marseille, 2 late goals, giving them the 3 points. Nîmes against Montpellier end up all square, 1-1 in the end. I actually remember the 1-0 win for Montpellier. But the goals coming from Moussa Kone for Nîmes, Andy Delot on the Scotia for Montpellier, giving them again a point piece. With Dijon mustard. They did lose to Bordeaux in the end. 3-1 was the final score. 2-1 for me. Huang Ujo getting a couple of goals there. Nicolas de Perreville as well, giving Bordeaux the 3 points with those goals there. Most of Conte getting the goal for Dijon in the end. Meanwhile, Lens up against Metz was a 2-2 draw. Actually, with the 2-0 win for Lens myself. Goals coming from Jonathan Klaus, Santa's son. Of course, Yannick Kuzak as well. Vangadis and of course Thomas Delane on the score sheet. Of course, Metz as this game was evenly spread. 2-2 in the end. Goals galore as well. Meanwhile, Lorient against Nice ended up as a 1-1 draw in the end. Goals coming from Mizan Malodel on the score sheet for, of course, Nice, which is very, very nice. Of course, Yuan Wissa on the score sheet for, of course, Lorient, as points were split right down the bloody middle on that badge. I actually remember the 2-1 for Nice, which, of course, is not very, very nice. Of course, meanwhile, Rennes against Strasbourg ended up as a win for Rennes. Benjamin Bulgarud on the score sheet, of course, giving Rennes the W on the 25th minute, the 1-0 goal score on that one. Actually, remember the 3-1 win myself. Monaco could only muster a draw against Lille, 0-0 in the end. Nothing to report here. And then finally, of course, the shocker, PSG lost to Nantes at home, 2-1 in the end. Goals coming from Julian Draxler for PSG, Randy Kouloumouni, and Moussa Simons on the score sheet, of course, for Nantes, giving them the 3 bloody points. Absolutely shockeroony. Of course, got myself 4, which is not great. The table looks like this. At the moment, Dijon mustn't going down. Of course, looks like nailed on Nîmes, Nantes, and Lorient in the discussion, and realistically for going to join them back in Ligue 2. As for the top, Lille lead the charge, 3 points over PSG, of course, 11 points with, of course, Lyon with a bit of a goal difference, because Monaco's not too far off the woods either, 56 points on the board. Of course, Marseille, the best of the rest, is sitting in 5th as the chasing pack tries to heat up for Europe. Of course, let's take a look at how you guys got on then, shall we? Of course, kicking off with, of course, the recap of the criteria. Bish bash bosh, if you get 4 just like me, you're in the shitface gang. If you get 3 or lower, you're in the shitface gang. Of course, 8+, you're absolutely fantastic. Gaming Charlie, well done to you, of course. Yannick Buster did poop. Russell Frost also did shocking, of course. James PCSV also did crap. Ola Giotto did ghastly, but it's okay. Hans Wurst also did poop. Couldn't go well done to you. Fair play. Not too shabby, of course. Okay, did okay of shite. Giga Ice, not too shabby, of course. The D-Man, well played. You did shit as well. Imagine Monday also did good. Kosuke, he's okay. I did okay within it. Tom State also did very, very well as well. Of course, Iron Stringer did great. Omar Scaville also did shocker. Sheridan also had a nightmare. Vincent Hung did bits. As for Yannick Seifert, not too bad within edit. Of course, Ultra well played to you, of course. you did shit. As Shepherd also did very, very bad indeed. In fact, let's take a look at the leaderboard. If you name the D-Man or the Shepherd, just don't even look at it. Don't even bloody look at it. But if your name is ISMEID with an edit, you can get up there with, of course, 7. George got ISOF up there as well. Did they have a nice edit as well? But anyway, watch your edits, people, because I can't believe it. A word that you say, once you put an edit in there, then all your pick goes out the window with 100% legitimacy. So for the purpose of this week, I'm giving it to ISMEID, but just watch your edits, because realistically it does look a little bit, when everyone else is kind of mediocre for the vast majority of it, and you come out singing and smelling of roses, it does look a little bit iffy. But hey, for as far as I can tell, you didn't touch a thing. But anyway, it's kicking off for the overall, and again, it doesn't affect the main thing. You're all the way down there, and you're not going to win it. You're not going to win it, unfortunately. But if it was Hatton's Worst or Imagine Monday or Gaming Charlie or something like that with an edit, then I'll be like, well, you know what? I don't know if I'm going to allow it. So just watch your stuff. Just watch yourself. But Hatton's Worst is Kingpin, of course, right here, right now, with a 49% success rate for the whole season. Imagine Monday's not too far away either, with a 48, and he's carrying a bit of baggage with that, if you know what I mean. And Gaming Charlie as well with a 47% success rate. But of course, still got a whole good bunch of games that are left on the agenda. Of course, this one is the final one before the international break. Yeah. A bit of a chance for me to take a back seat and work on some other videos which I've been planning, a lot of Euro 2020 videos, Copa America videos, all that. So I've got a bit of a holiday. Looking forward to it, of course. Let's get into it then, shall we? Of course, kicking all off with Saint-Étienne taking, of course, Monaco. Played for the last 6 forwards for Saint-Étienne, 1 for Monaco, 1 draw as well. Last round in Saint-Étienne was a 1-0 win for Saint-Étienne back in, of course, November 2019. Dennis Bouanga on the score sheet, of course, for Saint-Étienne, giving them the W. Ruben Algalar getting himself sent off for Monaco back in, of course, 2019. Of course, the picture this season in Monaco. They actually played, it was a 2-2 draw back in, of course, December, with a lot of goals, lots of drama as well, with Suffy and Dup goal Volland as well, Matthew Debucci as well, Dennis Bouanga as well from the parent spot, Elliot Matsanzo got himself sent off. Of course, Monaco undefeated in the last 14 matches in Ligue 1, while Saint-Étienne have actually failed to win their last 11 of the last 12 matches at home. They come into this, though, just 1 win in the past 4 games at Saint-Étienne. That one was against Angers. Meanwhile, just 1 defeat past 6 for Monaco. That was against Strasbourg. A look at the bookies' odds on this one then, shall we? Give me a minute. I said, give it a minute. Here it comes, of course. Saint-Étienne coming at 10-3 for the victory, 30-5 is your draw, 5-4 on is your Monaco. Of course, Monaco coming to this, of course, chasing Europe. 4th for the moment, a win for them. They can move into closer to 3rd. As for Saint-Étienne and under 16th, but a win for them. They can move all the way up to 11th. Wow. I think I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Monaco, just about enough to take the 3 points on this one. Next up, we have FC Metz taking, of course, Stade Rennes, of course. Played for the last 6, 1 for Metz, 3 for Rennes, 2 draws, of course. Last time around in Metz was a 1-0 win for Rennes back in December 2019. Goal scorer on the day, Adrien Ahunu on the score sheet, giving Rennes the win. In fact, it's been back-to-back wins for Rennes as they beat Metz back in, of course, December. Was a 1-0 win also that day. Rennes, though, losing the last 3 away matches by a margin of just 1 goal on the road as well. Taking a look at this one, just 1 win in 6, in fact, for Rennes in all competitions. That one was against Strasbourg at home. Meanwhile, just 1 defeat the past 5 for Metz. That 1 defeat was against Angers, of course, out in the league. Look at the bookies' odds on this one then, shall we? What do we have on this one? Metz out 23-10 for the victory, 5-4 is your Rennes, 11-5 is your draw. Of course, Metz currently find themselves in 7th, and a win for them, they can move actually up to 5th. As for Angers, as for Rennes, they're in 8th, and a win for them, they can move up to at least 7th in the table above Metz. I've gone with a 2-0 win on this one for Metz to beat Rennes. Next up, we have a bit of a South Coast derby, of course, Nice up against Marseille, which is very, very nice, of course. Played for the last 6 out of 6 for Marseille, including a 2-1 win last round in Nice, which was, of course, back in August 2019. Dario Bentetto on score sheet, Dimitri Payet as well, William Cyprian on score sheet as well for Nice. Also, pleasure of this season in Marseille, in the Velodrome, of course, a 3-2 win in favour of Marseille. Marseille, they're failing to win 8 of their last 8 away matches, and they're coming to this, though, back-to-back wins, beating Rennes and beating Brest at home. Meanwhile, just 1 defeat past 4 for Nice. That was against Monaco in the French Cup. A look at the bookies' odds on this one then, shall we? We got, what do we have on this one? Nice, 50-8 for the victory, 75 is your Marseille, 23-10 is the draw. Nice are actually back up to 12th. Over them, they can move up to 10th. As for Marseille, in 5th. Over them, they can close in on 4th. I'm going to go with a 2-1 for Marseille on the road. 3 points in the bag. Next up, we have Strasbourg taking, of course, Lens. Played for the last 6, 2 wins for Strasbourg, 1 for Lens, 3 draws last time around. In Strasbourg was a 3-1 win for Strasbourg back in Ligue 2. Of course, back in 2016, it was a Jimmy Grimm on the score sheet, Stefan Buchan and Ernest Sakeka as well, with Christian Lopez getting a goal for Lens. They also played this season in Lens, in League 1, of course, back in, of course, January. Was a 1-0 win for Strasbourg. Heading into this, though, Lens undefeated in the last 8 matches, scoring at least 2 goals in the last 4 matches, though. Heading into this, Lens just 1 defeated past 6. That one defeat was against Red Star out in the French Cup. Meanwhile, just 1 defeated past 5 for Strasbourg. That was against Rennes just the other day. 1-0 loss there. Look at the bookies' odds on this one then, shall we? What do we have on this one? Strasbourg 64 for the victory, 90-10 is your Lens, 11-5 is the draw. Of course, Lens are in 6th, and for them they can move up to 5th. As for Strasbourg, they're down to 15th, but with them they can move up to 11th in the table. I think it's going to be a 2-0 win for Lens on the road, 3 points in the bag. Next up we have, of course, Brest, cheeky, up against Angers. Played to the last 6, 3 for Brest, 2 for Angers, 1 draw last time around. In Brest was actually a 1-0 win for Angers back in, of course, February 2020. Stefan Bouquin on score sheet giving Angers the victory, of course. They also played this season in Angers. It was also a win for Angers as well. So it's actually back-to-back wins for Angers over Brest in the past 2 meetings. Meanwhile, Brest, though, scoring at least 2 goals in 9 last 10 home matches. They come into this. Angers just 1 defeat past 5. The 1 defeat was against Saint-Étienne just the other day. Meanwhile, just 1 win and 6 for Brest. That was against Dijon Mustard back at the start of the month. Look at the bookies' odds on this one then, shall we? We have Brest coming at you 29-20 for the victory, 94 is your draw, 90-10 is your Angers. Angers coming into in 10th and a win for them. They can move up to 7th, whereas Brest, cheeky, down to 14th and a win for them. They can move up to 11th. Going to go with the 2-1 win for Angers on the road. Unlucky Brest. That's right. Next up we have, of course, Dijon Mustard taking, of course, Reims. Of course, played to the last 6, 1 for Dijon, 2 for Reims, 3 draws, of course, last time around in Dijon was a 1-1 draw back in, of course, March 2019. Goal scores on the day, Naïm Slitiers on score sheet for, of course, Dijon. Adebert Zenili on the score sheet for, of course, Reims. Sunu Koulibaly got himself sent off for Dijon. Dijon have actually lost their last 9 matches in Ligue 1, and they come into this, looking very, very bad indeed. Meanwhile, unbeaten in the last 5, that's, of course, Reims picking up 4 draws, though, and just the 1 win. Look at the bookies' odds on this one then, shall we? We've got Dijon Mustard 12-5 for the victory, 23-10 is your Reims, 23-10 is your draw, 23-20 is your Reims. Of course, Dijon Mustard route to the foot of the table, but a win for them, they can close in on Nîmes. As for Reims, they're actually in 13th, a win for them, they can move up to 11th in the table, going with a 2-1 win, 2-0 win for Reims. Yes, indeed. Hopefully you didn't see that. Close your bloody eyes. Next, of course, for Montpellier against Bordeaux. Played to the last 6, 3 for Montpellier, 2 for Bordeaux, 1 draw, of course, last time around. In Montpellier was a 2-1 win. Scrap, that was a 2-0 win for Montpellier back in, of course, October 2018. Gaston Labordre on score sheet and Delo as well in a 2-0 win for Montpellier back in, of course, October 2018. Heading into this, Montpellier have actually drawn the last 3 matches in this. Unbeaten in the last 6, though, picking up 3 wins, 3 draws to boot. Meanwhile, just 1 win in the past 6 games for Bordeaux. That was against Dijon Bloody Mustard. Look at the bookies' odds on this one, shall we? Montpellier 11-10 for the victory, 11-5 is your draw, 11-4 is your Bordeaux. Bordeaux currently find themselves in 11th, and win for them they can actually move to 10th. Montpellier are actually in 9th, and win for them they can move up to 7th in the table. Montpellier will nick this one 2-1 win in the end, 3 points in the bag. Next, we have Nantes up against Lorient, relegation 6-pointer right here. Of course, played to the last 6, 5 for Nantes, nothing in Lorient, and 1 draw last time around. In Nantes was a 1-0 win for Nantes back in 2017 with Emilien Sala on the score sheet back in the day. Of course, Nantes failing to win their last 11 home matches, whereas Lorient have actually failed to win the last 10 away. Heading into this, though, just not 1 defeat the past 5 for Nantes. That 1 defeat was against Reims. Meanwhile, just 1 win in the past 6 for Lorient. That was against Saint-Étienne. Look at the bookies' odds on this one then, shall we? We've got Nantes coming at you 5-4 for the victory, 20% is your draw, 5-2 is your away win. That is Lorient. Lorient in 17th, win for them. They can move closer to 16th. They win for 18th place. Nantes, they could go above Lorient into 17th. I think Nantes will make it back-to-back wins here after the win against PSG to give them a bit of a big old boost. Into the final 2 now, we have Lille up against Nîmes, of course, played to the last 6, 5 for Lille, 1 draw, nothing for Nîmes last round. In Lille was the 2-2 draw back in, of course, October 2019. Laurent Remy on the score sheet, Victor Osimhen in it as well. Renaud Repart as well, with Kevin Dunkley as well, getting the goals for Nîmes. They also played this season in Nîmes, 1-0 win for Lille back in, of course, January 2021. Goal scorer on that day was Burak Yilmaz. Lille keeping a clean sheet in 7 last 9 matches in League 1, also undefeated in the last 11. They come into this 2 wins and 2 defeats in the past 4 games. Meanwhile, just 1 defeat the past 6 for Nîmes as they try to make a bit of a season out of it. Look at the buggies odds on this one, shall we? Well, we got Lille coming at you 11-4 on for the victory, 10-3 is draw, 9-1 is your long shots. That's Nîmes. Nîmes are actually in 19th, but a win for them, they could actually move up to 17th, whereas Lille are top, and they'll be top if they get a draw or bloody more. For me, they'll get the win on this one, 3-0 in the end to beat Nîmes and take their 3 points. And then wrap it up, a bit of a fruity one here. It's, second place PSG taking on, of course, Lyon, who are in 3rd place of the last 6, 2 for Lyon, 4 for PSG, no draws last time out. In Lyon was a 5-1 win for PSG, that was in the French Cup. However, that's the picture in the league. In Lyon was a 1-0 win for PS Bloody G. back in, of course, September 2019. Goal scorers on that day was Neymar. Of course, I don't think he's playing because Lyon, though, undefeated in 24 of the last 26 matches in Ligue on PSG, keeping a clean sheet in 5 of the last 7 matches on the road. They've also won the last 3 on the road. They come into this show, they're back-to-back games without a win, drawing with Barcelona and losing to Nantes. Meanwhile, 5-game unbeaten run for Lyon as they win 3, drew 2 as well in all competitions. As for the bookies odds on this one, then PSG are actually 65 for the actually 2-1 is your Lyon. Of course, 40-5 is your draw. Lyon are third, and for them they could go top. As for PSG, they could do the same. For me, I'm going to go with a 3-2 win for Lyon. Bit of a shocker there to make it back-to-back defeats for PSG, and of course, a big win for Lyon. And if I'm right, which I bloody well hope so, this is what the table will look like at the end of it. Here we bloody go. Lille will be, of course, 66 points on the agenda, 3 points clear over Lyon. Of course, even bigger, 6 points clear of PS bloody G, who are just 1 point clear over Monaco, who are in 4th. Dijon and Nîmes going down. Lorient in the old discussion as well as not move the bloody chains. That's what I think will happen this week. Be sure to get your picks in nice and early for this one. And we'll do it all again very, very soon, of course, after the international break. So make sure you check all that out too. I've got a lot of videos coming over the international break, so don't feel hard done by. There's a lot of content going to come through, probably even more than it is right now. Going to be working on it over the next few days. So be sure to give the video some love. And anyway, smash the thumbs up, smash subscribe, check out the links down below, smash the little bell as well. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, Patreon if you want to support channel in another way. It's the best place to do it. Until then, though, I'll see you all next time. Mask up 6 feet, and I'll see you all for some more picks later on.